Hi, everybody.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Hello.
Steve-O.
Hi,
So many
Steve.
nice smiley faces.
Oh, yeah.
People are still hopping on here.
Hey,
We've got
Mommy, what
some
are you
great
going to do about
mentors.
the Special Olympics?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, what?
Hi,
That's so-
Debbie.
Hello, hi Ashley. And Kevin just joined us.
Mom
All the
joined us, but
mentors
I'll
on
see-
tonight. It's great to see everybody.
Oh, my mom joined us. But you know,
Oh,
my mom
fantastic.
joined us.
Terrific.
But oh, not on.
Can I meet Steve, Jen?
And I'm recording
Steve,
this.
I'm
I
Grace
don't know if
Carlson,
you
Jen's
guys,
mom.
mentors are at work or couldn't join us.
Hi,
We're gonna
Kevin.
have a recording of this that you can share with them, okay?
Hi, Steve.
Yep.
Great.
Hey, Debbie,
Questions.
Yeah, Bobby, what's up?
what you got to know about Special Olympics?
Oh, I'm glad you
You
said that.
got good news about some Special Olympics?
Yeah, so we just released an announcement today about return to play. So as of April 1st, local programs can hold practices safely following guidelines, social distancing and masks. So you can follow up, you can check in with your coaches and local coordinators to see if they're going to organize some practices. And then as far as summer
Okay.
games go, we're gonna do a hybrid version of that. So we're gonna have some virtual events and some small in-person events. So those events will be 50 people or less. And we're gonna announce that we're still looking for some venues, but we're looking at the weekend of June 19th and 20th. Okay, June 19th and 20th.
Okay.
That's when we'll be having
Okay.
some in-person summer activities. Thanks for
It's
asking.
Mother's Day and my birthday.
That's all right.
That's great. That's good news.
Yeah.
We didn't hear
Great
that
news,
yet.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just, we
I
just
I
shared
was
it on
wondering
social
what
media
last say
today.
about it.
So I know Mark and
Yeah.
the sports team met with all the local coordinators last week to kind of share that information. So today we just posted it on social media. So if you guys have any questions about that, you can let me know and I'll try to get answers. Matt had, a couple great questions before some of you hopped on, so appreciate that. So we're just about at 4 o'clock. So it's my great pleasure to turn the meeting over to our good friend, I know you all know him, Steve Rzezuski, who's going to talk to us about the Wheel of Life today. So Steve, take it away.
Great. Well, hello, everybody. I'm happy to be back. Thanks for having me. Debbie, if you could you just give me the controls? I'll bring up those two things that we shared.
Yes. that
Everybody,
would
can you
be
do that?
great. I'm making you a co-host. All right, I think you should be able to do that now, Steve. Let me know if not.
Okay, see if I can share my screen.
You want to get those notes over there?
You see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Good. So we're gonna have a little fun. We're gonna have a little fun today. Let me get that off there. Debbie and I were talking. I know we've done some talks in the past, talking specifically around leadership as a whole. What I thought we'd do today is have a little bit of fun and do a little exercise that we can all participate in. So I created this thing that I do in coaching called the Wheel of Life with people that I coach, or a coach can do this with anybody. But the fun next part of this exercise is it's really about you. So I'm going to admit people as they come in. Is that okay, Debbie?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I missed that one. Thanks.
No, you won't see it since you gave me the host.
Oh,
That's
okay.
But just admit them. So what we're going to do today is this is really about all of you individually. To go through this exercise, I'm gonna bring up the directions and I'm gonna read them in a second. But I wanted it, hopefully, if you didn't print this out, that's completely okay. You can just see this on the screen and just get an idea. I'll read the exercise, the directions, but I wanted to show the visual first, okay? So now back up in a sec. Let me just share the directions and I'm gonna read them for you.
It printed out, but on our machine, the circle didn't print out.
Oh, because I copied and pasted, sorry for that, but you'll be able to understand, I think, if you just
I got it, Steve.
we'll go through it. And again, sorry for that. I try to, so Debbie and I wanted to make it specific for you as athlete leaders and then also mentors, right? Some things that might make you or someone a really high athlete leader, right? Or mentor that's really participating and trying to do all the fun things. Great at everything, but it's also, we also want to see, well, what do we love to do and maybe not so like to do? And maybe we can raise this up a little bit and just kind of work and create some balance where there might be imbalance. So the wheel contains 8 sections that together represent one way of
Excuse me,
describing.
Carolyn.
You
Me.
line if I could do that.
Do I have?
Case. So I just want to read this for everybody, right? So you as the athlete leader and mentors may have other labels or categories that you may wish to divide.
What is that for?
The structure is up to
Global
you.
messengers and me.
The structure is up to you as your mentors. The exercise measures your level of satisfaction in these areas on the day. So as of today, this isn't something that we want to think of in the past or in the future. It's how you feel today, okay? In these areas. So it's not a picture of how it has been in the past or what the client wants to be in the future. It's a snapshot taken in the moment. It's not a report card, so we're not here to grade you. This is really to explore some areas that are big parts of your lives or could be a big part of your lives as an athlete mentor. And it's also not how well you performed. So we're not here to measure ourselves against ourselves to be better or worse or whatever. It's just what it is. So I want us to really have fun with saying, I never thought of it that way. This is the emphasis level of satisfaction in each of these areas. This wheel does provide a unique model and it shows what balance in your life really does. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that wheel back up. Any questions as you see these? Oh, hold on, here's a direction. So any questions here so far? We're good, okay. So the 8 sections represent the aspects. You're gonna see the center and then you're gonna see 1 through 10.
Okay.
The outer edges is 10, 1 being in the center. You're gonna rank your level of satisfaction with each life area by drawing a straight curve, and I'm gonna demonstrate it in a second so you can see it, to create a new outer edge. This new perimeter represents your wheel of life. And if this was a real wheel, I want you to ask yourself this question is, how bumpy would that life ride be for you? Okay? Excuse me, that's my son in the back. He's saying, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring up that wheel of life screen again. So
How old is it done?
go ahead.
How old is it done? The one in the background.
Oh, how old is my son? He's 7 years old.
Oh.
On the couch there. Yeah. He's my boy. He's my buddy. So so all of you, I'm gonna take a moment, okay? Just look at this wheel here for a second. And if you have it printed out, I'm gonna show you, let me just show this line. I'm gonna kind of show you what I mean by. So if I thought of how's my health eating wise? Let's see. I like to snack a little bit. Maybe I think my eating's scale, maybe it's a 5. So I'll say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I'm gonna color this all the way in.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
That's
Can you
cool.
do this as many times as you wanted?
Yeah. And this is what you're gonna do to have on your thing here, right? So let's say my community involvement, since I get to speak to Special Olympics, which I love so much, it's like,
Oh, wow.
all right, so I'd color in here,
Yep.
Wow.
okay?
Oh, cool. Cool beans.
Two beans.
So
That's
beans.
fun. That looks fun.
Cool beans.
I want to have a little fun with this. Right? I want to have a little
He's
fun.
gonna get her cut. It's like a,
All right.
yeah.
It's like pizza
So
slices.
as
Yeah.
you can see, if this was a whole wheel,
Well,
it's
that's all
right?
right. That's okay.
Are we doing it now or waiting?
So what I'm gonna ask you is, you all have your wheel of life in front of you. If you printed it, great. If some of you have, if not, if you're just looking at the screen,
Okay.
kind of doing what I'm saying, what I'm doing, right? How would you feel? Like, where would you rate family and friends? A 5 for you? Is that a 3 for you? Is that a 10 for you? Okay,
Steve, can
So-
I choose 4 if I can?
I'm gonna erase all what I wrote,
Oh.
and I'm gonna just open it up to all of you, because I have this screen up,
Okay.
and
So we're doing,
when you think about
Oh, you gotta do them all.
athlete leader with Special Olympics, does some of these play a role in your lives? Some of these areas, some of these sections, are they important for some of you? Family and friends?
Mine is kind of like half. Is that okay?
It's what, sorry, say again, Megan?
For me, it's kind of half and half, if that's okay.
Sure, of course, yes. Is being healthy and being active, is that important?
Yes.
Yes.
Or does
Yes.
sometimes you think you maybe be a little bit more active, sometimes? Or maybe a little,
Yeah.
maybe sometimes we're too much in some area, and that's okay
Yeah.
too, right? Do we always live up to our athlete leadership commitments?
I'm in for that.
Yeah. Could we make less commitments or more commitments? That's all up to each one of you.
Mhm.
What do you think, Dan?
Like it?
Yeah.
Like it?
Yes.
Where do you
Yes.
think you're the highest at? Fun and recreation? You're a fun
Yes.
guy. What do you think?
Maybe family and friends.
Are we doing
Where
ours
do you
now?
like this? Yeah, we're gonna just all talk. I want us to look at this
Okay.
wheel and see where we
I'm
spend
doing it
most
now.
of our
We're going
time
in now or waiting?
and less of our time.
So where do you think I am at, Anirum? I don't know, you gotta figure out yourself. I was in Needham, would I be
I
up there?
spend most of my time doing community involvement.
Community involvement.
Yes, and that's true.
Great.
I don't think I'm at that point,
That
but
would be a high score for you.
You'll get 8.
There you go. Great, Becca. Thank you.
Now, health and emotional self. Emotional self is your mind healthy? Are you stressed
For
out?
Steve, for
No.
me,
Yes.
it's kind of half and half. So can I
Are they-
do half?
go
and
ahead.
half if I can?
Sure, Meg. If you want to split that up a little bit, sure.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I just want us to all
Okay.
know that the wheel doesn't have to be perfectly round. It's going to be a little bit bumpy, and that's completely okay.
Hmm.
Is
I'm
pen
trying to
okay?
be healthier. That's-
Is
say
pen
again,
okay?
John?
Is pen okay?
Of course.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's your drawing. Yeah.
course.
Create.
Okay.
Have fun with this.
Hmm.
All
Right?
my
Okay.
areas would be a 10.
What, say again, Abby?
All mine would be 10s.
You're a 10
Yeah,
across
same
the
here.
board?
Albert.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
especially in the health and active lifestyle, because I had to set a new weight loss goal.
You did, and did you achieve?
I'm almost halfway there.
Good for you.
It's from working
Congratulations.
out at home a lot, so I can
Excellent.
go back to the gym.
That's it.
Hey,
I'm
Dan.
gonna go to the gym later myself.
Come here for a minute.
I love it. Great.
Me too.
Great job, man.
Once you get me in the gym, you have to pry me away from it.
Good.
From the equipment or even the clock.
He said to make a
Yeah.
line.
Don't want to leave.
This
Yeah, I'll
thing doesn't have
demonstrate
to
again for
be
some of you.
the bumpy, this thing has to be
So we can just do a straight line across here, right? And just kind of color.
If we can do it.
Okay.
This is what you want to do. If I think personal growth for me is 3, I'm going to color that in. If I think I do a lot of fun and recreational things, it's going to be, right? I'm just going to color in that box,
The best part.
right?
So for me, Steve, for fun, I'm doing 10 for me for fun.
Hey, Brett, I see you raising your hand.
Oh, Jenny raised her hand.
Go ahead, Brett.
Quick question.
what is the like? Do you have like 100 and you're splitting it up to different parts of the circle, or how are people getting tens and stuff? And what's the total?
So the goal isn't the total. The goal is to identify in each one of these areas. So if you're a 10 in everything, it's hard to improve.
Very true.
Right?
Very true.
So if we're at, for me, I'll just use me as an example because this is all a very individual base. So Brett, how about we'll role play this out together right now for the group. How's that?
All right.
Okay. So Brett, you're an athlete leader, right? You do a
Yes,
great
I am.
job. And when could you commit to everything that the athlete leadership offers? Could you do every single
We should do 7.
No, because there's too much stuff to be
too much
done.
stuff? I think that's to be true, right? So would you say that if out of 10 events, how many events would you make?
Probably 4 or 5.
There you go. So maybe that's right around the 4 and 5 area.
All right.
Right?
Okay.
So it doesn't mean that it has to be 10. Maybe you could say, how do I get it to a 6?
Yeah.
Right? So fun and recreation, Brett, how often are you having fun and being?
That would, me personally, that'd be at least a 8 or a 10.
Great. So you put that up there, right? That's up there.
Yeah. Even though with everything going on, I've been playing tennis 2 days a week and been trying to get out there and just enjoy with whatever I'm able to do.
So that means,
You see my wheel?
active lifestyle would be high as well.
Mm.
Go ahead, Doreen.
Here's my wheel.
Let me see. Go ahead. Put up to your screen. There you go. Now bring it back just a little. I love it. I saw see? Now you see how your wheel would turn if it was on, be somewhat bumpy or somewhat smooth.
Yes.
Yeah. Great. That looked great, by the way. Doreen. Thank you for sharing that.
Mine.
So when you think about this, Brett, how do you eat? There you go. Teresa, I see that. Excellent.
Alicia.
That's Alicia. My mom is.
I'm Teresa.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. The name, sorry.
No, sorry about that. It's because my email.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That Teresa's screen there. Hi. That looked great. Because there you go. A nice yellow. But do you see how that could be where the wheel would turn and some areas might be a little bit bumpier and smoother in some? So how can we bring balance in certain areas? Right? Where we can move it up and not everything can be a 10, everybody. And that's completely okay. Completely okay. Right?
My only thing I would mostly say is like, if you're going to bring balance, you want to bring family first, then you bring family first, then you bring your friends, then you do your activities like say running, jumping, whatever. Like what I did today is I went outside and did yard work. So that's a good thing to be outside because it's nice out.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And when you want to do that, if you want to do that, plus doing any activity like any sports this year, at least keep doing what you're doing for now until when the sports get back, then you can start practicing on more stuff and get better at everything. I mean, that's the way I see it.
Well said, Aaron. Thank you. And would you all agree this would help you be better athletes in the field?
Yes.
On the field?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's my thing is
There you go. I see that, Aaron. Great.
my biggest thing is that for me is
Thank you.
like more what I'm eating, and I really enjoy going out and walking because for me I found that really really helpful and I really enjoy it.
Outstanding, Kimberly. Thank you. Great.
My chart is almost done, Steve, so I'll start to you in a few minutes.
The other thing you can also do, like say on a daily basis on nicer days today, like say this morning when it was a little cloudy. I mean, the only thing you would do, I know most people usually don't eat first and then go out and do their walk first, then come back, then take their shower, then eat, then relax, and then figure out exactly what you're going to do after when everything else is over and all that stuff. I mean, it's a little different doing
That's your
anything, so,
routine.
but
Everybody has
at
their
least you
routine.
got something different.
Great
Yep.
stuff. Good points.
Mine.
Oh, look at that. Very colorful. Looks nice. So Brett, did that help you a little bit in terms of why it's not about getting to,
Good.
you know, in doing something, but it's more about just in each zone or each section?
Yeah, I totally understand, and thank you so much for your time.
Oh, please, my pleasure. I enjoy it.
I always love doing stuff with you, so I
Oh,
look
you're the
forward
best.
to it.
I think I have to say this to be, I think I enjoy it maybe more than you guys do. If I'm being, I really do. Like, this is a lot of fun.
I think I enjoy Zoom more than anything because I'm always on it for classes because the Y I belong to has been doing Zoom classes for us.
Yeah, Zoom's been very helpful. Are you raising your hand, Jen?
Mhm.
Oh, please. I see you now. Go ahead.
Now where would my job fit into this wheel?
Well, we didn't put in the job just in case if somebody didn't have any, but that would be a great example of another section that could definitely go in. Great. So if
The
some
job's
of
not
our
on here. That's
who have jobs,
Oh.
you know, that
But
could
that-
really
that's what I did
replace
the job
one
too,
of those
so.
areas, those sections. And how much do you commit to your job, or how much is your job part of your life?
It's a big part of my life.
There you go, right? So
It would be 10.
could certainly replace one of those sections for sure.
Or it can go into personal
For
growth,
jobs.
too.
Yeah,
It could
personal
contribute to
growth.
personal growth, absolutely.
Yes, I know some stuff could overlap with each other sometimes, because if you have something
This
in
would
one
be-
area, might go into a different area, so that would be okay.
Yes, definitely okay. And make it your, we wanted to give areas, Debbie and I wanted to just give some food for thought for all of you, right? This isn't gonna, we can't cover all your lives because you're so unique and different and have so many good stuff going, so much stuff that's going on that's impactful for your life. So just change it up, take one out, put one in. And the idea is that it's not just one thing in life, right? And Aaron said it around family and friends and what's important to you. It's you're spending a lot of your time, right? Because that's when you're living your best life, so to speak, right? So I see some chats and I wanted to make sure that we cover some of those. I guess that was good points, good stuff. Any questions? I want to give Ryan, I know Debbie, I want to be respectful for Ryan's time too. But I wanted to just wrap us up on our exercise here and to see, you know, why we did this was because, you know, we're coming into the summer months, a lot of stuff now that things are opening up. You're going to have a lot of fun experiences because the last year was for everybody. So now we're back out there and I got great news today. Didn't even know. Kimberly, that looks great. We didn't know, I didn't know today that they would open up the sport, you know, the view and all this. That's tremendous. So I hope you can at least walk away with a few areas in your life that, hey, you know what, I can maybe pick up some of this or not have to spend as much time here to kind of just bring balance for all of you and add some value. to some areas of your life. I hope it did that.
Okay.
Megan, you have your hand up. Did you have a question?
I want to show Steve my chart.
Please.
Did they print all that out?
Oh, there you go. Great. Color the sections in. Looks awesome.
My friends is kind of small because all my friends left me, and some of them different colors, so I'm a little sad. So I need some little friends, but not too many.
Well, we seem to have a lot of friends here that care a lot about you, I can say.
Absolutely.
What about me, Megan?
I'm friends with Chelsea and Kimberly right now.
Great. That's awesome.
Allie,
Go
do
ahead.
you have your
Hi.
hand up?
Allie, hi, Allie.
This is my wheel. I did the best
Bring it a little closer to you so I can see. There you go. Oh, there you go. I can see that.
So what
Not
is
too
the point of
bumpy.
this?
That's a nice little spin there. That looks great.
Yeah. What's the point of this? Just to stay healthy?
The point is, if you're not contributing in certain areas of your life that you need to, and you just need it to be noticed and in front of you to see, it's a great way. And if there's other areas, sometimes people spend too much time in certain areas.
Because I'm ready to go back to work soon and start. my
Yeah,
own
so it's
again.
just really to create balance where there may be some imbalance and just, look at something in a different perspective.
How do you feel about?
Hi, Sally.
Likes it, yeah.
Yes.
Sasha.
Don't,
Okay.
So,
that looked great. Go ahead. I see.
Wow.
Very well done. That looks excellent.
thank you. So like, fun and recreation is 1, and family and friends, athlete leadership commitments is 5, family and friends is 6, community involvement is 2, healthy eating is 1, healthy emotional self-care is 2, health active lifestyle is 3, 4, personal growth, fun recreation is 1.
Great. And so what are you most proud of that wheel in your life? What are you most proud of?
Mine is personal growth because
Awesome.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm a self-advocate coordinator
Yeah.
from the state.
That's fantastic.
You can say
That is
something
great.
about you have your own opinion.
Love it. That's great. Thank you for sharing.
Personal growth has grown a lot.
Hey, Steve,
Yes, John.
do you have to do them all?
No,
Okay.
you make it your
Steve,
own.
No, you
These
can
are
make
just
it all.
different parts that could be makeup of your life, and we just want to
Okay.
put it on a place for you to just to look at, and say, I have to think about this a little bit.
You know what my
Okay.
you know what my favorite part of my wheel is? My family and friends. That's the most important
It
thing.
doesn't have to be a
Great.
normal circle.
Great. Great.
Can I ask one?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Thank you. When Rzezuski, it's maybe and friends and community and movement.
Grow.
Movement
Involvement.
involvement.
I'm just gonna get a marker.
Thank you for
Can you hear me?
sharing. That's awesome.
Those are my best, my strengths.
Those are my strengths.
The rest of your strengths?
Community involvement and family and friends.
Yes. I'll tell you, you all do great work with community involvement, especially through the program, right? So you should all have some contribution to that because you raise your hand to be athlete leaders, which is outstanding.
I know.
Because when I use Zoom, I do
What? Oh, you didn't print in color?
No, let me know that. You can
Debbie, do you,
Huh?
do we have Ryan with us? Do you want to make sure, I just want to make sure that I'll ask the final questions here as far as this exercise goes. Dan, did you have some questions? Do you have a question, Dan?
We have
I
time.
got a
It's
question for
okay.
you, Steve.
We have time? Okay.
Yeah,
I
we have
didn't want to.
At least 15 minutes. Yeah, we'll just need some time for him at the end, but it's only 4:30. So as long as we're done by 5.
Perfect.
Steve, Justin is one of our newest global messengers, and he wanted you to introduce yourself because he isn't as familiar with you as some of our other global messengers. So if you could tell Justin
Yeah,
about
me
yourself.
too.
Oh, so I have to talk about me? Wow. Let's see. I'll give, maybe some of you don't know my story, but I'll kind of give you my story. I'm originally from Boston. As you can see,
Careful.
you know that I was in the Marine Corps.
Really?
I served in the Marine Corps.
You
And
don't talk like you're Boston.
I don't, well, I've lived here since 2000. Comes out.
Park the car in the
Connecticut
Hawaiian.
in 2012.
This would be your.
I'm married with 2 kids. I married a nice, fine young lady from East Haven, Connecticut. So I moved down here.
You have 2 kids?
I have two children. My son Nathan, who's behind, and then I have a daughter Adriana, who's 3, and my son's 7. I run a financial and wealth management firm, and I head up advisors that work with families and people with their money and insurances and their financial planning. I've been doing that for my whole career since leaving the Marine Corps. I got started with Special Olympics through my other employer, my previous employer, Prudential. I built a relationship with Special Olympics. My son is disabled. So my son with a brain injury that he has epilepsy, cortical visual impairment, multiple things like that, right? CP and I've always been committed to work with people, especially that need, that have different abilities, and I've always been attracted to it. And so when I got the opportunity to work with Special Olympics, I took it, and then speak. And, I said absolutely. And some of you saw me speak in person, and then where Debbie and I had conversation when the pandemic started to move. Can we do this online? And then all of a sudden, this thing took off like wildfire. You guys were doing event after event after event, which was just outstanding to see. So I've been very happy to be involved now with Special Olympics for, I'd say, probably close to 5 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, 5-6 years.
We're happy to have you, Steve.
Thank you, Brett. I'm
Yeah.
very happy to be
Steve
here.
really gets the credit for
I
helping
like
us.
you a lot.
He really gets the credit for helping
Yeah.
get these Zoom calls off the ground for us. And he's done a lot in person. And we hope when we can all be back in person again, we see Steve at one of our meetings. So, he always has
You
such
certainly
great
will.
leadership advice and exercises to make us think and look at things in a different way. And, today's exercise is a great example. And, we're so happy to have the athletes and the mentors on today. And I see some more hands up. So let's jump back into it. We still have some more minutes.
Okay.
Only
Way to
4
go,
minutes.
Steve.
Brett. Go ahead, Matt. I see your hand up, Matt.
Hey, Steve, I'm from New England Disabled Sports at Loon Mountain, and we could take any kind of disability. So if you and your son and your kids want to go up to New Hampshire, you could stay at the Mountain Club Hotel, and they have hot tub, they have an indoor pool, outdoor pool, and we could teach your son how to ski next year.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for that offer.
If you go to www.newdisabledsports.org, check it out, and it has some contact information, and have Debbie send me your contact information, and I can send it to New Disabled Sports.
That sounds great. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Steve.
Hi. Is that Jake?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Something you want to share, Jake?
Yeah, I want to share that I am happy and proud for hanging out with my friends and playing sports with other people and getting along with my teammates for Special Olympics. And I really miss getting along with my friends.
Outstanding. Well, we just heard from Debbie that it's going to be opening up soon, right? We're all going to be able to get together on the
Yeah,
respectful. But
Yeah.
we're all going to get out in the just as the weather's turning, the best time of year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you for sharing. Who else? Go ahead, Dan.
I am very proud to be an athlete leadership. It makes me very proud what I do. And I love my family and friends. So those are things that make me very proud of. So
Feels good, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I am very proud to be a global messenger. And so this is what I feel proud of.
Good. Good. And you should, and all of you should, right? You're doing great things. You're doing great things, right? And it's not about tens necessarily, but if you're tens, then that's even better, right? But it's you love your family, love what you're doing, contribute to health, right? Healthy, be active. These are all things that but sometimes when you see them, you don't really know how much you're really doing in certain areas until you kind of put it down on paper.
So I hear that you love Boston. So what's your favorite Boston teams?
So it's kind of funny that you mentioned that. So growing up, my dad, I couldn't even go into a place that had said New York style deli on it. So I am a Boston Red Sox fan, Patriot, Celtics.
What?
I had no choice. It's been in my blood since I was born, and it's remained that way, and I think it will remain that way.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Even though my wife is a Yankee fan, and I will say that.
I'm a Yankee fan.
Going Yankee.
All the way. Same for me, even though
you.
my family's Yankee fans.
There's a lot of them.
I have to tell people don't shoot me for basketball because I'm a UConn women's fan. But for the men, I'm a Georgetown fan.
Oh,
Oh, for the women too, I like the Oregon Ducks because we have family. I was just on Channel 4 News. I don't know if you saw it, wearing my Oregon Duck shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Wow, that's so great.
Yeah, Debbie
cool.
submitted my picture.
Yeah.
I have family out there, so I gotta support the Ducks.
Good for you.
Steve,
Yes.
I do.
Go ahead.
I went down the news for doing the penguin plunge.
Oh, the penguin plunge.
I'm at that fundraiser.
Excuse me. A great job. Okay,
Yeah.
so now hands up. Actually, Aaron, Albert, and I think there was an Ashley, right? Aaron, Albert, and Ashley had their hands up. Steve.
Okay.
So who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? Guys?
All right, Albert, why don't
Then
you
I'll go.
Can I ask you my question?
Yeah.
Okay, who's going first, Jennifer?
No, I don't think Jen.
I think
did you have
Albert.
it?
Ashley?
Ashley?
Albert,
Ashley.
unmute yourself. Albert, click
Or
on
Al-
the microphone in the corner of your computer to unmute yourself.
My hand's getting tired.
All right, Aaron, why don't you go next while Albert's gonna unmute?
Well, this is what I'm gonna say to everybody, every athlete in this room. Though, let me tell you, we've came so far from doing what we had to do, from the Zooms, from having the right people come to us and asking them questions and a lot of stuff and everything else. So, and just trying to be as ourselves. I mean, like I said, we survived this whole COVID for years now. And the good thing with that, though, I'm gonna tell you, Steve, thank you for your service and everything else. So thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for being with us on this Zoom, though. We appreciate everything with our goods and bads and everything else, though. And I also want to say to everybody else, every athlete on this Zoom, you guys should be very happy and proud of what you guys have achieved with a lot of Zoom, lot of meetings. I know we used to all be together and we used to all go to the meetings. We used to just do high fives, say, hey, what's up? How you doing? And everything else. So, and now it's different when we're on our Zooms when we can't high five people and everything else. So the best thing with that is just be happy that you guys are here. Be happy that Special Olympics is going to be starting really soon. I hope. I've got my fingers crossed right now. And I hope things go well and everything else. And you know, we're just proud of doing this Zoom, and we just want to thank Debbie for that too. Thank you, Deb. We appreciate it.
Pleasure. Thanks, Aaron.
Okay.
Thanks, Albert.
Debbie?
Yep. Go ahead, Albert.
I just want to say that, Special Olympics, and especially Connecticut Special Olympics, has brightened up my whole outlook on life, and it helps me through some tough times and some tough going, but and this is just the Glow of Messengers, and this is just great.
Outstanding.
Raise your hand if you
Thank you for sharing that.
Wonderful.
Hey, Steve.
I think Ashley, you had your hand up for a little
Yeah, I
while.
think Ashley Lavoie, right?
And then Megan, go ahead. Ashley, go ahead.
For our special speaker, thank you very much for him. And I have a question. Does your son do Special Olympics before the pandemic?
He has, so my son's nonverbal, he would have a real challenge, but I am not opposed to bringing him to an event though.
Okay.
Maybe I can't promise, but what I will say to everybody, maybe in the summertime, I can bring him down, to an event. Be happy to do that if it's safe for him and everybody, of course, to do that. I'd be happy to introduce him to everybody.
Yeah, we'd love to help him out.
Yeah. Oh, he's a great boy. Yeah, he's a great boy. Thank you for that. Thank you. Watch. I'll bring you over to say hello to him. How's that? Ready?
What's his name?
This is Nathan.
Hey, Nathan. Hi, buddy.
Let me say hi,
Hey,
Nathan.
buddy.
Hi.
Hey, Nathan.
Hey.
Yeah.
He's handsome.
Oh,
And me
That's
speaking
good.
and always saying, Dad,
nice boy.
Would Special Olympics with us too?
Megan,
I sent you the link to New England Disabled Sports thing
Thank you.
by your Facebook page.
Perfect.
Does
Is
anyone
your
have
daughter
any
going to do
questions?
Special Olympics?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, my daughter's 3, so she's like growing into whatever she's gonna grow into. So eventually, doing whatever she's gonna do. Go ahead, Megan.
Me?
Did you have something still or no? You okay now?
Yeah, I do. For my personal growth, I'm kind of outgoing because I am really good at speaking clearly, not too fast. And my the leadership, I'm really good at doing that. And for friends, I have 7 because some people left me. So I have some people I care about. And my health is better. I'm trying to drink water with Crystal Light. And I'm trying to eat them more healthier. I'm trying to eat less portions now. So I want to do like nothing too big, but I'm trying to eat smaller stuff now.
Good. Good. I see the hand raised. Thanks
Yeah.
for sharing.
Did you say me? Okay.
Yes.
I just want to say something, Steve. It's fate that brought you to Special Olympics. And as a mother, Jennifer's been in Special Olympics. She's going to be 43 since she's 16. We got there through people that live in the town next to us. And I have to say, thanks to Debbie for all she's done, because these have been tough times for these children, these athletes and adult children, and they can't get out. Some of them aren't working because their jobs aren't open. And
I'm the lucky one. My job has been.
yeah, she works in the grocery store, that's why. but it's the best thing that we ever got involved in as a family, and it just warms my heart to know that you've given up so much time, and you're going through a lot too. But God bless your son. And thank you, Debbie and Steve, for all you've been doing for Special Olympics.
Oh, believe me, like you bring
Thank
it, but it is my pleasure.
Yeah.
It really is. I can't stress that enough.
I've coached bowling for many years because that was the only sport that I could do.
Bowling, yeah.
And I have to say, I have more fun
Yes.
at bowling than I get more out of it. Nancy and I, the coaches, we get more out of it than I think the kids do. You know,
I can actually attest to that, and I'll tell you a really quick story as to the reason why. So I used to have a fear of public speaking, and you think a lot of people don't like to do it, right? In general, like go in front and all this. And what got me over that is speaking at Special Olympics.
Well, that's great. That's great.
I was doing the in-person one, and I had to do it instead of seeing people that have their own life. Like I'm a coach by trade. So if you guys, I actually have a life coaching designation. I've been trained. I've been, so I'm a Marine, which is kind of ironic.
Yeah.
He says something too, right?
Yeah.
But but to the point you just made is when I was speaking, and then the reception and the afterwards, I was floored by it, and I was amazed, and it was like I needed more of it. So I'm like, how can I do more then? It just turned into such a positive experience. It's been now, as I said, 5-6 years or whatever, and even carried it from leaving my previous employer because I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah,
That's wonderful. And it will be good for you and your family. It's just something that you can't describe this to other people that aren't involved in this world.
no,
Yeah, absolutely.
It was
Absolutely.
in 2018. I went to the USA Games for bowling.
Oh, wow.
And I actually got asked to speak about my trip to the games. I work for the ARC Eastern Connecticut. We have a self-advocacy group. I got asked to speak about my trip to Seattle to the self-advocacy group.
Wow. That's
wonderful.
Yeah, I was one of 4 bowlers.
Great.
I came home with the silver in singles, gold in team, and 4th in doubles.
Oh, wow. That's wonderful.
Hey, it took me a long time to mostly do my running for my track and field, and let me tell you, when I started as a rookie, though, I had one of those ribbons, and I said to myself, I said, you know what? Now it's time for me to get better. So I've gotten better and everything else. So, and I've had challenges from other companies who wanted to race our team and everything else so badly, and it took us almost a long time to come and get it back, and I got it back, and we got gold and everything else. And I still got gold medals right now in my room right now. I still have though, but like I said, I'm proud of that. Proud to have a gold medal. Takes a
Can I
lot.
say what we're saying?
Go ahead.
To everyone and my Pacific on Zoom. My sister's pregnant with a girl.
What's that? See that?
My sister from New Jersey.
Yes.
She's pregnant.
Oh, how exciting.
With a girl. Girl.
Healthy
What's
girl.
your name? Healthy girl.
That's great.
Teresa, what's her name? Do we have a name picked out? Should they have a name
Yeah.
picked out?
Yeah.
We don't tell names until after it's named.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm trying to seal. Sorry.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
Are we doing typical
questions? We have about 15 more minutes. So do we want to do 2 more questions and then have Ryan talk a little bit, and then Steve can kind of wrap up? Why don't we do that? Does that sound good, guys?
Absolutely.
I gotta.
Okay, so I'm just looking at the hands.
Are there any other questions for me or any other comments? Go ahead. I see.
Debbie, I gotta go so my computer can have a chance to cool off.
Okay, well, nice to see you.
It's over
I got another meeting soon too.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Do any of the mentors have any questions for Steve, or any athletes that may not have asked a question yet?
No.
No? Okay. Natasha, did you have another question? I see your one hand up.
Oh, Natasha, sorry. Yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
Steve, could your son do wheelchair events at the Special Olympics after the pandemic?
I'm not sure he would be capable of maneuver. He doesn't have arm movement or leg movement, so he would only be guided by me. But I will say that I will have him involved in Special Olympics to what capacity he can be as he ages, as he grows older. You're not gonna get rid of me at this point now, everybody. As he gets older, I'll continue to bring him and embrace that too. So I promise to do that.
Beautiful. Well, you guys are, he's already part of the family, like you said. We're not,
Yeah.
we're gonna
Absolutely.
leave.
Very much.
So Steve, would you hang
It's
on
what you-
and listen to Ryan's message with us and stay with us
course.
for a few more minutes?
Yes. Listen.
And I'm going
Yes, I
to,
will.
first of all, let's thank Steve for just a huge round of applause. He does so much for us. He helped line up another future guest
right.
that we're gonna have in a little bit. So he's just
Yes.
been doing a lot of behind the scenes too. Somebody from the Kennedy Center, who some of you might know, Steve's on the board there, so he
I
has
might know some.
a guest speaker.
Our connection with
so
Steve
Steve
Smith
helped
and Ally. Thank you
so
very much.
much. So let's give him a round of applause.
Thank
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna,
Can I see Steve and Ally raise their hand? Go ahead.
now I'm gonna open it up to, or I'm gonna pass it over to Ryan, who has a special announcement. He's been working with interns Jessica and Ashley. So Ryan, do you want to share a little bit about what you're working on?
You working with me?
Ryan. Oh, we can't hear you.
Is he on? No.
Can you hear
Ryan
us, Ryan?
Petroli.
Where's mine?
Ryan
Debbie, which
Petroli.
Ashley?
Good.
Is right.
Oh, Ryan, I don't think we can hear you.
No, I don't even hear him.
I think he's on mute.
No, he's not on mute. I think he's just having some trouble with his audio.
Okay.
Debbie, which Ashley you talking
Oh,
about?
take that, stop share.
Oh,
Oh, the turns.
I'm not sure.
There we go.
Okay. Where's Ryan? Is he?
I don't even know if he's on.
Mine.
Okay,
Ryan Petroli, please come on.
we're gonna give him another minute to see if he could figure out his audio. I think you're on mute, Ryan.
Oh, they're on mute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're not on you.
Wait a minute.
I have to go in a few minutes, Debbie, but not this second.
Okay. Ryan, can
Are
you,
there more?
can you hear us? Can't hear you.
He's talking right now. I can see right now.
Yeah. and
I hear
Can we hear him?
you.
Apparently.
Where do you see him?
He's right there with his mother.
Hey,
I think the
Jessica,
connection's
are you
not
able
working.
to
Oh, they must have the,
campaign maybe if
are they
Ryan,
muted?
No.
he's
I
not
think
muted.
it's a connection.
Hey, Ryan, can you hear us right now?
Ryan Petroli.
I think he can hear us, but we can't hear him.
Oh,
No.
Oh,
God.
okay.
So maybe
Oh, it's easy.
Jessica,
Ryan.
can you hear me? Do you want to maybe tell a
Hello?
little bit about what you're working on with Ryan and the campaign?
Yes. So, hi, I'm Jessica. I'm currently an intern for Special Olympics, and I've been working really
He's right
close
there.
with Ryan and his mother about an inclusion campaign. So basically, the week of April 12th, we'll be launching this campaign. We'll be posting pictures on social media about how to be inclusive and be open to a diverse environment for everybody. And there's also a link that we have where you can pledge and just be a part of it, which is really cool.
Okay, this is
Oh,
her.
that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Thanks, Jessica. And I think he's inviting some of you to talk about what inclusion means to you. So I'll get with Ryan, and then in my follow-up message to you in my email tomorrow with the recording of Steve's presentation, I'll include information about how you can support Ryan's campaign and get involved in it, okay?
Nice.
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 The audio.
Hi, Sharon.
Good work, Ryan. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. So we have
Absolutely.
5 minutes left. Does
Sharon.
anybody have any final words for Steve or questions or anything they'd like to share at this point?
I
I have a question.
Thank you,
I have a
Steve.
question for Jessica. Jess, I'm a global messenger for the Special Olympics, and I'm a self-advocate coordinator for the state at
DDS is promoting Special Olympics, and we also talk about inclusive also. So if you could give me your some more details on that, so I could share that.
Yeah, you can email me, or I can put my email in the chat so we can talk more about it.
So could you give me your email?
Yes. Yeah, I'm typing in the chat right now.
Thank you very much.
Can
And
I
we can
do
put it in
something
the
too,
follow-up.
Debbie, with Kimberly and Greg, because I'm really close to them.
Yeah, what was that? I'm
I have
sorry,
a
Megan?
question, Debbie.
Yeah, Ashley, what's your question?
Can I do something like Jackie does, like campaign? Can I do with Kimberly and Greg? Because I know them very well.
Yeah, we could talk about it. Absolutely. I mean, that's what happened with Ryan. He kind of, came up with the idea to do a campaign, and, I want to, kind of put into action a lot of your ideas. I want this group to, our activities to be what you want to do.
Yeah.
So if you have ideas like that, that's how they get
Yeah,
started. So voice them and let's take some next steps to make them happen. Even if, like you said, Megan, if you want to kind of talk amongst yourselves, team up with somebody else in the group. Yeah. So maybe you guys can get together and talk
Yeah,
about
I think that'd
something
be a
that you'd
good
like
idea,
to
because I
do.
think I want to do that too. I
Mhm.
think I want to do that too.
All
Yeah,
right.
thinking
Yeah. So maybe you guys can start out by supporting Ryan, and then we can kind of figure out some next steps, and we can work on it as a team or small groups, and maybe Steve can kind of help and mentor some of you guys and work on those projects, or interns like Jess. Absolutely, that's what this group is about. It's about leading and sharing your ideas and developing them and taking action to make, to influence other people and let them know how you're feeling and what's important. So I think that's great.
And
I think the only good thing we should be talking about is, like, what is Special Olympics to us? What is special? What is us appreciating everything about what we do to earn this shirt by saying to ourselves, we are proud of what we come and achieved for so many years. I think that'd be a really good thing, though, because I think that we should have that on a PBS channel, and just have people talk about what happened when they first started, what was Special Olympics to them, what type of things where people been bullied and everything else. So, I mean, things like that we should be talking about, because that's really important with us.
Right.
Excuse
and
me.
Maybe you could talk to your teammates and interview them, and share some of their stories, like your spokespersons, but then you can also help share the stories of some of your teammates too, who might not be in this position or might not be as comfortable sharing their stories, talking, like have a fear of speaking, like Steve was talking about, maybe some people haven't overcome that yet, but they have a story to share. So maybe you can help tell their stories too. Maybe that could be one of your roles. So.
And one last thing, Debbie and Steve, are we doing Tipper Cup this year or not?
Well, we're going to see, if we can keep it safe. Nothing's been scheduled right now, but I know that there will be an in-person law enforcement torch run this year, which was just announced last week. We're going to do it. It's just going to be officers running this year, and then there's going to be a virtual component. So they are doing an in-person torch run. So I would imagine, maybe especially with outdoor dining and things like that, there may be some kind of tip-a-cop going on, but nothing's
I like one in orange.
Can I
please answer my question?
I see
One more
Ashley.
question,
Go
because I
ahead,
think
Ashley.
we got to wrap it up. I want to be mindful of everybody's time. So why don't we take one more
go ahead.
question? And a great big thank you to Steve. But what's your question, Ashley? Go ahead.
Thank you, Steve.
My question is, for track and field, is anybody doing a speech this year?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we'll have like an opening ceremonies, because we have to keep it to 50 people and under at our events right now. So it's going to be really limited. It's going to look a lot different than it has in years past. So, we might do a virtual thing. I know for Winter Games, the athlete oath was said by the the ski athletes who were nominated to go to the World Games in Russia. So it wasn't a global messenger this time around. The sports team decided to have them.
What?
Oh, wait, Kitty.
Sometimes exceptions are made, right?
Russia.
What?
Russia.
So yeah, the
Many
World
was
Games
Russian,
in Russia
Debbie.
will in 2022 will be in Russia. So we have a couple of nominees who haven't been
Oh, they're next year.
confirmed as going,
Wow.
but they're nominees. I think we have 3 of them, 2 cross-country skiers and an ice skater. So that's kind of where we're at with that. So, but
Oh,
anyway,
wow.
just to wrap things up, again, thank you, Steve, so very much. We're so grateful for all you do. This is a really
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks to all of the mentors who joined us today. You're always
Yes,
welcome.
Thank you,
And thank
yes.
you to all the global messengers. And thank you, Steve. This was a lot of fun and really helpful.
Thank you.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you, Steve.
Yes, it was.
Take
Everybody.
care,
Thank you.
everybody.
Yeah.
Go,
Yeah.
Steve.
Happy Easter.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Bye. Happy Easter.
Hello.